Hi everyone, welcome to Unfiltered with Kumatambekile. We're a platform that brings you unfiltered, unbiased news. And today we have a major story for you. Major headlines are coming out of Washington. This comes after South African President Cyril Ramaphosa visited US President Donald Trump. President Ramaphosa arrived in United States in Washington, aiming to mend the strained relations, particularly trade tariffs and aid cuts. Accompanying him were notable figures including Minister of International Relations and Cooperation Ronald Lamola, Minister of Agriculture John Steenhuisen, and renowned golfers Annie Els and Refie Goosen. Of course, the South African billionaire businessman Johan Rupert was part of the delegation, and I believe his presence was meant to counter the biggest elephant in the room, the narrative that is suggesting genocide in South Africa. This visit comes at a very critical time. You'd remember that a few weeks back, about 49 white farmers fled to America. Apparently, it is alleged that they were running, and because their lives were in danger, apparently, because of what is alleged to be a white genocide in South Africa. It is alleged that white farmers are being killed in South Africa, and their land is being forcefully. Well, Trump claimed this evidence a white genocide in South Africa, stating that thousands and thousands of white farmers in South Africa fear for their lives, and they are all seeking refugee status from the US. Hence, the AfriForum approached him. But what I find really interesting in all this is the fact that AfriForum President Kali Krael, when he was asked in an interview with Newsroom Africa 405 to provide evidence of the thousands of farmers that were killed, he failed to do so. He only mentioned a killing of about 2 farmers in South Africa, and that happened in 2020 in KZN. So what was meant to be a step forward towards improved US and South African relations instead highlighted deep-seated tensions and differing narratives. The fallout from this meeting will likely have lasting effects on diplomatic ties between the two nations. After the briefing, Trump and Ramaphosa and their delegates were locked in a 2-hour meeting. We don't know what was discussed there, and President Ramaphosa was later seen ushered to his car leaving the White House. However, we will keep you posted on the developments. At this point, it remains unclear that if Trump will be attending the G20 summit, which is expected to be hosted by South Africa in November.